Welcome to the Research Rundown. And this is a very personal and discouraging topic, I think, that we're finding more and more about as time goes on regarding the COVID-19 pandemic. And so the effectiveness of hyperbaric oxygen therapy for SARS-CoV-2 is the title of this research here. And one of the things being involved in the hyperbaric oxygen industry is that early on in this COVID-19 exposure that people were dying from, it was very clear that the ventilators that were being used were completely ineffective, because there was some 90% of people on ventilators were dying. And so the lack of oxygen, cause of death primarily, ventilators were not helping. So clearly by sticking a tube into somebody's lungs and pushing oxygen in wasn't working, so it was the wrong tool for the job. What was clear to anyone that was in the hyperbaric oxygen field understood that with pressure and oxygen being breathed by the patient, that oxygen would be driven into the blood plasma and could get to the vital organs, thus providing oxygen to the body. And where there were studies that were done, it was very clear that when they separated people in ICU that went to ventilators versus going to hyperbaric oxygen, that the vast majority of people that got hyperbaric oxygen survived. And so you read the study and it's clear. Okay, that's one thing. You get to the end of the study and they say, the conclusion is, generally studies conclude more research. Why would a researcher say we don't need more research? Get to the end of this study, and the issue they're dealing with is now vaccines are coming into play, and the study sort of gets muddy and murky because now we don't really know what could be the cause of death and what is really contributing to that. Separately from that, we don't have SARS-CoV or COVID-19 patients coming in. So for me, it was disheartening back in the beginning of this, when we pushed very hard with the government to see if they would allow hyperbaric oxygen to be an approved strategy. And the fact it was shut down or shot down was because it wasn't a ventilator. So it's really unfortunate. I think a lot of people passed away unnecessarily. This study just further proof of it. Thank you.